What's up, everybody? It's GoblinoX, and happy Yargle Day! We've got a crazy, weird event on Magic Arena to celebrate the occasion. Yargle Day, of course, is September 3rd because Yargle is a 9/3. So this really weird event, every single deck in this event has 9 Yargles in it, and all of the Yargles cost 2 less to cast thanks to that emblem that we saw on the front page. And that's pretty much it. The only non-common card is Yargle. So Yargle's really the star of the party here, being a 3-mana 9/3 in this format. The format's absolutely free, and you get 900 experience for your first win and 300 experience for your second win. You get to play as much as you want, no matter how many times you lose. So definitely hop in and grab some games if the event is still up when you're watching this video. I just got off work, so unfortunately this will be a little late. As you can see, it's already ending in 14 hours. But I will try to get this video up as soon as possible. So I'm going to play until I hit my 2 wins for the event. Let's just go with Mono Black Yargle to start it, and I'll swap out for something else after my first win. I figure Mono Black Yargle, that's the most classic kind of Yargle. Yargle is Mono Black himself. I just realized the audio might be a little bit loud. Let me check that a bit. There we go, turn that down a little bit for you. And let's keep this hand. I like Sanitarium Skeleton a lot. That can chump block Yargles all day long. Dusk Legion Zealot lets us draw another card. Ghoul Color's Accomplice can replace itself with another 2/2 after it dies. You can spend 4 and exile it from your graveyard to get another 2/2 zombie. And Deadly Visit can destroy a Yargle for 5 mana. So nothing super exciting here. Obviously the best card in all of these decks is Yargle, but we've got a full hand with multiple lands to cast our spells and a little bit of card draw. So I think it was super keepable. I forgot how loud this song is on the Amonkhet board. Jesus. Ooh, Radiant Fountain in the Mono Black deck to regain some life. Our opponent has summoned a Yargle, but we've got quite the army on our side. We have 4 total power, and 2 of our creatures can actually come back from the grave, so we can just block their Yargle with a 2/2 into 1/2 here. However, the Black-Red deck did say that it was like Yargle's Pyromancy, so they could have instant speed burn spells to try to win this combat. Ooh, double strike, Jesus Christ. Maybe I should have checked all the deck lists before I did this, because if I didn't block there, I may have just died. Good God. I can just get another 2/2 out, or I can get 2 2/2s out. I'll go with 2 2/2s. Then I can try to double block and kill it again. If that doesn't work out, I have Deadly Visit next turn, and then the turn after I Deadly Visit, I can start bringing back these creatures from the grave. Alright, looks like I'm going to have to chump block this turn, because I'm down to just a single 2/2. Could also just take 9 here, because they're tapped out, so I know they don't have Double Strike. I'll actually just take the 9 and Deadly Visit now, and I can get a couple points of damage in here. They are in red, so they may have instants that could... Actually, we'll put them in the same order, because I can cast Dusk Legion Zealot and save up the mana to cast a Blood Curdle. But since they're in red, they could have instants or sorceries that give a creature haste, and that would not be good for me. We'll find out, though. I'm going to bank on them not. Looks like they don't. So I do have Dusk Legion Zealot to draw me into that removal spell that I put on top, and we will cast that now. Still haven't drawn a single Yargle. This is super not Yargle Day for me. So I threw Menace onto my 1/1 there because my Ghoul Color's Accomplice is more valuable to sacrifice. So I feel like the 1/1 might stay around a little bit longer. Because yeah, Ghoul Color's Accomplice is going to be a better blocker than Dusk Legion Zealot. Because when it dies, I can just bring it back eventually. And a Sanitarium Skeleton will be the best blocker because I can bring these back indefinitely. The accomplices, unfortunately, need to be exiled. So I've got a ton of blockers, and I've got a 1-1 with Menace to get in there, but yeah, we're really looking to clear the board. Which I will have 1,000,000 blockers. If they attack here, that's really not bad for me at all, because I can just block with a Sanitarium Skeleton and lose nothing. I guess with just the sheer amount of creatures that I have, I can just slowly pick away at them. Ooh, get to Chronicler, though. That will block most of my creatures and survive. The only ones that wouldn't are Yargles, but I don't have any of those right now. This Menace is putting in some work here on this Dusk Legion Zealot. Alright, we will go for the kill. I'll just block with everything. No matter what, when they spread damage here, they're going to kill my 2/2, I assume. So I may as well block with everything just in case they have like a single burn spell or something. I don't know. Really doesn't matter how many skeletons die. I've got tons of mana to bring them back. Yeah, let's get in there with Menace again. Sneak right past that Gitu Chronicler, put him down to 18. Slowly but surely, that's the key here. There's a Yargle. Hey, it's your boy. Very nice. We have so much mana, we just get to make a bunch of little blockers in the meantime, and then we'll start slapping them with Yargle next turn. One thing that's worth noting, if you're a paper Magic player and if you're a huge fan of Yargle, for today only, just on Yargle Day, there is a secret lair with cards with Yargle in the artwork now. I think there's a Path to Exile, Explore, just some weird cards. Oh, Jaya's Greeting can kill Yargles, that's so mean. At least they'll have to chump block one creature this turn. So we get to kill a Chronicler before Yargle gets Jaya's Greeting. But I'm feeling pretty good about this game. I should have made a 2/2 there, because I have enough mana to do that and Blood Curdle something. But now I'm feeling pretty good about this game, because as soon as they hit another Yargle, I can Blood Curdle it and throw Menace onto my 2/2 zombie token. Then I start getting them for 3 a turn. But it's really slowly, but I think we can get somewhere here. With the Wicked Guardian, it'll be a little bit harder, because then even a menacing creature will get blocked. But a menacing 2/2 will trade. Ooh, Village Rites? That is exactly what I would like. Sacrifice a Sanitarium Skeleton and draw a couple cards. We can just bring it back later. Ooh, double Yargle! I'm just gonna go with the single Yargle for now, actually. And the reason is they scryed a card to the top, so I have to assume it's just a Yargle. So I'm probably going to Blood Curdle their Yargle and then give mine Menace. And also, it's worth mentioning, I don't know why my brain totally forgot this, but there is another reason not to cast Yargle there. That's because Yargle's legendary. We cannot have 2 Yargles on our field, as much as we would like it. It's gotta be one at a time. Turret Ogre is gonna come out and do 2 damage to me. Well, if they actually don't have a Yargle here, I guess I'm gonna have to kill... I'm gonna have to kill that Turret Ogre and then give Yargle Menace so I can just hit them for 9 off Yargle. Because I definitely want my Yargle to have Menace. Now they've only got 1 blocker, so I get in at least this turn. with Yargle. I actually may as well attack with everybody since these both have 2 toughness. They'd only block one of them, they'd block the 2/2, so I could get 1 more damage if I attacked with everybody. And since there's not a Yargle on a board, there's nothing like super terrifying that I just have to block. Especially with 2 more Sanitarium Skeletons coming in. So a small misplay there, could have had 1 more damage on our opponent. Crash through gives everything trample. Alright, maybe I actually accidentally made the best play, because that's mildly threatening. Can actually kill both their creatures if I block like this if they don't have a burn spell. Super nice. I'm at 7 though, so if they have Fling, if they just play a Yargle and Fling, I'm super dead. But it looks like that deck did not have a Fling, or at least did not have it at the time. So that was kind of a long game, just because it took us quite a while to draw into Yargle, but other than that, I think we were pretty safe basically the whole time, just because that black deck, the mono black deck, just has so many good little chump blockers, like the Dusk Legion Zealots, the Sanitarium Skeletons that keep coming back, the Ghoul Caller's Accomplices that give you a zombie token 1 time. So mono black Yargle, pretty good. Just sit there and chump block Yargle as much as possible until you cast some Yargles of your own. Plus you do have lots of removal to go with it as well. So let's see what Yark Unleashed looks like. Ooh, this is just all about giving Yargle trample. Sorry, I don't know why I said Yark. I saw green and I just assumed it was like Guruk, I guess? I don't know. Weird. So the green deck looks like it has trample. We saw the red deck from our opponent. Can give it double strike and win out of nowhere. The blue one... Oh god. Oh, it would be. Lots of stuff to bounce your opponent's creatures to try to get in. And then the white-black one probably has a lot of, like, flying? Lots of flying, it looks like. 3 Fairy Guide Mothers to give Yargle flying till end of turn, 3 Angelic Gifts to give it flying permanently. So these all seem pretty balanced and pretty good. I think I'm going to go with black-green. I just really like green, and I do love trample, so let's go for a trampling Yargle. Just realized I was on the wrong screen. Alright. Let's see if we play against the mono black Yargle deck, I think the green would have one of the better matchups. I think the green and the white one probably have the best matchup against mono black. Just because trample works really well against chump blockers, as does flying. Looks like we're against the blue one. This is probably one of the worst matchups for the green deck. Just thinking based on general strategies. Because if we put an aura like Setessan Training onto our Yargle, and then they bounce our Yargle, we'll lose that aura forever, which kind of blows. They also will have a lot of instant speed, unsummon kind of tricks to survive through us casting pump spells like Wild Size. They can even blank our removal like Outmuscle. If we try to outmuscle one of their creatures, they can literally just bounce whatever we chose to try to fight with. So that's unfortunate. Drowsing Pteranodon actually has pretty great power and toughness for this format. I think I'd rather play a Llanowar Visionary first here so I can draw a card. I do need to draw a Yargle. So we'll play all of our draw spells first, rather than playing our tapped land right now. And I'll probably just cast a second Llanowar Visionary this turn. Stealth Mission, put 2 +1/+1 counters onto Yargle and give it unblockable until end of turn. That seems pretty good. I will be able to outmuscle their Yargle this turn, but I only get 1 +1/+1 counter from that, so I actually won't be large enough. That's really bad. Yeah, I cannot kill their Yargle, so I need them to just not have another stealth mission here, or I'll die immediately. I actually didn't see stealth mission in that deck list, but that's very nice. I'm going to send in the attack here. If they have 2 unsummons, I'm fine to die to that as well. They just have a second stealth mission. Jesus Christ. That seems incredibly powerful for this format, actually. That might be the literal best card in the format, is just Stealth Mission. I kind of want to play the blue-black deck now. How many does it have? It's got 3 Stealth Mission to just attack with that unblockable Yargle. That seems pretty good, but, I'm going to stick with my green. I won't let those blue mages corrupt me again. Just gotta play dudes and attack. We'll get there eventually. So Drowsing Pteranodon to start off is pretty good here. The hand is a little awkward because I definitely need to draw another piece of mana for Llanowar Visionary. Preferably a land. I don't think there's any 1 mana or 2 mana creatures that tap for a mana in this deck. I think the only one's Llanowar Visionary. Now I really need to draw land, but the nice thing about this format, as I said at the start of this video, is that it doesn't matter how many times you lose. It's 100% for fun, so I can keep these greedy hands like this just because mulliganing is not fun. Even if it is best, definitely with that opener. It's definitely nice to get our opponent to use a Fire Prophecy on our Drowsing Pteranodon, because that's 1 less removal spell they'll have for our Yargles in the future. Start off with a Llanowar Visionary here to draw a card, get some more mana. Ooh. Now we've got double Yargle. Definitely just going to cast a Yargle next turn then. Wicked Guardian from our opponent. That'll allow them to draw a card. They're searching. Searching for the frog boy. Crash Through as well to give trample. I'm actually just going to take this trade. I have enough mana. And I wouldn't be able to trade up into that unless they had done the 2 damage to it with the Wicked Guardian there. So that was just like my one opportunity to kill their 4/3 with my 2/2. See, I'm fine with that because I don't actually need the mana from the Llanowar Visionary anymore. Got 5 mana on board. I've got enough to cast a Yargle and a Ram Through. Nice, so Ram Through is not a fight ability, so I can actually Ram Through onto their Yargle without mine dying. It just deals damage. Your creature does not take any damage back. That's what I was reading there. Definitely not going to block that. There's another Yargle. Alright, so we're definitely going to outmuscle that. Here's a land, outmuscle. Make mine larger and indestructible this turn. See if they have a response. If they have an instant speed burn spell, I am just dead here. They'll deal 13 to me. I don't have enough mana to cast my Unicorn as a chump blocker. This looks like I do get to attack for 10 this turn. We're going to take 4 and go down to 8 on the crackback. Unless they save Wicked Guardian to block. Wicked Guardian does have 4 power. So, without any more trickery from my side, Wicked Guardian is large enough to kill Yargle. Looks like they just have another Yargle of their own. That is fine, because I've got another outmuscle. Which is very nice. Now I will attack for 11, put them down to 3. And I'm going to cast Boot Nipper with Lifelink here. And the reason is very specific. If they have... Actually, no. Never mind. I was thinking if they have the double strike thing, I could die. So I'm going to have to block that no matter what if they send it in. And that way, if they don't have that thing and they send it in, I gain a couple life. I don't know why it took me so long to think of how to explain that. So here's a Rage-Scarred Berserker, and they're going to scoop him up. So they may have had like an instant speed burn spell. They were going to try to block Yargle and send a couple damage at it, and then by playing Rage-Scarred Berserker, They couldn't do that anymore. My plan with the Berserker was to put a +1 onto my 2/1. That way, if either creature made it through, I won. So I guess the alternative is they could have just had nothing in hand, in which case they were dead on board there. I didn't quite do the math. Well, that's very nice. So that was the Yargle Day event. What did you guys think about it? I think it was pretty fun. I do like it whenever they throw these random formats on here, especially when they throw them on just for free, for fun. So this was really cool. It's nice to get all that free experience, 1200 experience, more than enough for a level, and oops. Almost just hop into another game there. But that is going to do it for the event. We got all of our wins. And we saw all of the decks in play except for the black-white one. That one seems pretty good too. Giving Yargle flying or lifelink or something like that could be pretty fun as well. So, thank you all for watching as always, and I will see you again very soon for some more Magic Arena content.